in the upcoming. I expect everyone to be entertained and informed. What you're about to hear now is about a technology that is really sweeping the country, and it's really exciting to see the advancement of this technology that, just
Duh, but I
with
can't hear
your,
you.
I'm sorry?
I couldn't hear you for a second. Might have been on my end.
Okay. I said, we're proud to be sharing about a technology that's sweeping the country, a technology that that they announced a timeline to be like several months from now, and now they just the past couple of weeks announced about two locations where this technology will be beginning, um, and there's hardly anyone better to share about what's going on than a mentor of mine, Julius Weems, who wears a number of hats, and I've seen his success in each of several hats. He's got an engineering IT background, a consultant for companies like Disney and Google and PayPal, and he's been a mentor to many people. I've had a history with him for over 10 years in another business, which he was quite successful in that one as well. And so he's someone who right now in the current project that you're about to learn is mentoring lots and lots of people and coming up with very efficient, wonderful solutions to how people can run a thriving business. I'm all about MSI, multiple streams of income. I've got my main business, but I realize that if you have other streams of income, then when your main business is slower, you got other things going on. So it's my pleasure to introduce Julius Weems. Thank you so much for taking out the time to share with us.
No, it is a pleasure. I hope everybody's doing well. David talks about all the hats I wear, but tonight the hat I wear is security and transportation for my 10-year-old son. Um, he is actually here at Michael Jackson on Broadway. He's on a Broadway. He plays Little Michael Jackson and Little Marlon Jackson in the Broadway show. And so tonight, guys, I'm calling you from 52nd Street here in New York, and we're excited because we just found out that he also won the role as Little Simba in Lion King. So we're going to be leaving here on the 2nd of August and heading down. So in the evening, guys, yes, during the day, I'm an executive. I've sold a successful consulting firm. I've been an advisor to companies like PayPal, Google, currently billion-dollar companies like BlackRock and Corteva. And I have loved what I've done. I've loved the work I do. I solve problems. But I got involved in the energy industry 10 years ago when I met David. And I understood one thing is that no matter what the title was, no matter what the company was, I needed things that were going to produce true long-term residual income. And I don't care how successful or what you've done, we all understand that if we aren't building it for freedom, it doesn't work, right? And so I got to see colleagues build multi-million dollar businesses in the energy space. And 2 years ago, that company sold for over $1 billion. And then we were still paid residual. But then 2 years ago, someone asked me to look at and evaluate this company that I'm going to share with you tonight. And I'm going to share with you what I saw, but I'm going to share with you why right now is so critical in this industry. There's a lot going on, in artificial intelligence and blockchain and crypto and all kinds of things. We're looking at some of the biggest banks in the world here in New York now to on board crypto assets, unlike we've ever seen. We are at a point right now where we're seeing artificial intelligence drive energy costs at a level we've never seen in history. And so tonight I'm going to be brief. I'm not going to be long, but I'm going to ask you to do two things. Is that don't leave here without getting your questions answered. And number two is that if you leave at the end and you say, Julius, I get it, it's okay to have questions that we need to get answered, but also we're happy to show you how and why this company is a pioneer in this space. And so let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and David, keep me honest just to make sure that everything's coming through once I do that. And if you have questions during the presentation, go ahead and put them in the chat. We have some of my leaders on that will answer those, or I'll answer them at the end as well. All right, let's go. David, you can see my screen, okay, right?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. So tonight we're going to be talking about a company called Think Plus. And David, make sure you mute all the lines for me if you don't mind. And also, we're going to be the title of this presentation is Rethinking Your Energy. The energy industry has been around for 50 years plus, and we've not seen a lot of things change, right? We have, renewable energy. Most people can't afford renewable energy. Only 10% of the United States can get renewable energy. Okay, and so for different reasons, and our company was created on the idea of how do we get access to renewable energy to people who can't get solar farms, wind power, hydropower, and then how do we create innovations in this industry? Because there's not really been any innovation in the industry for a very long time, and so there's the core of our values are focused on empowering customers to understand the choice they can make, transparency and sustainability. We've heard about different programs for years, probably for a decade, when deregulation came in, but it's just really not lived up to its promise. And so our CEO was able to get a $100 million investment from Oak Tree Capital, the largest investment fund that invests in renewable energy. And they believed in what his vision was. I got to meet him 2 years ago, and he it was definitely a advantageous goal he had. But I saw that with innovation, why shouldn't customers be able to save and know they're going to save for decades, right? And so, the energy forecast has been just, I mean, most people on this call, if you live in the United States over the last 3 years, you've probably increased your energy spending anywhere from 5 to 20%. The factors that have driven that are ones we know: a transition to a renewable energy, increased demand on electric vehicles, which is going to continue to rise. The data centers for artificial intelligence are utilizing as much energy as a small city. And artificial intelligence data centers are going to continue to grow. There's a massive $1 trillion investment by the US government right now in one of the largest AI projects we've ever seen in history. And then global instability. As we have global instability, the ability to get oil and natural gas assets get more expensive, and that cost rolls down to us. So right now, our footprint is about 40 million potential customers. I'm going to talk about what those customers get. As we grow, you're going to see us grow across the country and other areas. But tonight, I get to talk to you about an innovation that's proprietary to our company. We're the first company in history to launch it, and it probably should have been done before. But our CEO truly believed that he could create something that nobody had ever seen before. So I want you to think about this: is that what if you could guarantee that you would never pay more than your utility price? Now, some of you have signed up you've had third party companies come and promise you that you're going to pay less, and you signed up for 6 months, and next thing you know, your price went through the roof, and then you were locked in the contract. But what if I could actually sign you up for I won't even call it a program, a system that would just look at to see if you what your utility price was this month, and then look at what your utility price is, and then look at Think Energy's price and say, hey, well, your utility's cheaper this month. We're going to keep you on your utility. Oh, well, this month you're going to save 20% on Think Energy. We're going to switch you to Think Energy. And then every month, the system automatically looks to see who's cheaper, and that's what you pay. Now, it's never been done in history. Even when we went to the different states to get licensed for this, they just had never heard of it. They didn't even understand what to do with it. They were like, well, every other provider in the state has a rate, and they want to sell the consumer the rate. The rate may or may not be better than the utility. But we're saying no, if we're not better than utility, they should pay the utility rate. And if we are, they should pay our rate. And so I'm so excited to say in June, we have launched AutoSave across the country. And here are the states that we're rolling out first: in Illinois, Ohio, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Washington, D.C., and then here are the states that are currently under review. We will roll out AutoSave across the United States. It will be a one of its kind tool and opportunity for customers to save for decades. And that is the thing, is that if you never had to think about what your energy price was and you knew you were going to pay the best rate, you'll get excited about it. And it's almost like Amazon Prime, right? Most of us are signed up for Amazon Prime. We order stuff and we don't think about what the actual cost of shipping is because we never have to pay it. Well, here you never have to pay the higher price again. And so you're guaranteed to save on your supply with Think Energy with no cap on the savings. So let's just say that you're with your utility. I'm going to use New Jersey for right now, PSE&G, JCP&L, and they're at, I don't know, 19 cents a kilowatt, right? And Think Energy is at 14 cents. We're going to automatically switch you to Think Energy. And let's say Think Energy is cheaper for 2, 3, 4 months. But then let's say that the prices readjust for the utility. We're going to look and we're going to automatically switch you between the two. We're going to send you a message to let you know that this month the utility is cheaper or we're cheaper. And all you got to do is continue to pay your bill like you did before. You're not leaving the utility. You're staying with the utility. They're still going to take care of the lines. And all that's going to change for you is that you don't ever have to worry about paying more anymore. You're guaranteed never to pay more than the utility. You sign up once and we do all the work forever. You can cancel at any time and there are no fees. So AutoSave is a proprietary system that we have launched, and it is going to change what we understand about energy, which ultimately, with all the innovations we have in the United States, this is something that customers should have had a long time ago. But here we are offering it to folks in these markets. Here's a runway to autosave. Here's some of the markets that are opening that you'll see us in. We already are open in Ohio, Illinois, New Jersey's coming shortly, and also we're going to have Washington D.C. launch in the coming weeks. So what'll happen is you'll get your same PSE&G, your same utility bill, and then you'll see Think Energy on that bill. You'll see autosave as an option where autosave is all automatically going to mean that you're going to pay the cheapest rate no matter what. Okay, utility or Think, it's going to switch every month. It'll alert you every time it switches. The second innovation and value we offer is Think Smart. So we realize that in most markets, people are paying, different fees for different things, right? People are paying a lot of money for the energy costs, delivery, and everything else. We said, how can we offer a discount that's outside of that? Let's get outside of the rate. Well, we launched a program called Think Smart in Texas. Think Smart is simply by connecting your smart thermostat to your Think Energy bill, you're going to get a savings every month. We launched in Texas because Texas is a $40 billion energy market, 26 million customers, and they have over 116 providers competing for their energy. And we just said, look, what can we offer above and beyond those providers? So we launched there as our pilot market. We'll be rolling out Think Smart. You'll see shortly in all of our different markets. And so pretty much you earn an additional $10 credit on your bill every month once you connect your thermostat. We make sure you stay comfortable. You can still control the thermostat yourself, but with these devices, Honeywell, Ecobee, and Residio, you connect those devices. It's one step to connect, and you're good to go. The products that we offer in Texas um, range from we have a 12, 30, and 36-month product. We actually also have a 12-month smart thermostat product, which is one of the most competitive in the market. And the final thing that we get to talk about is community solar, which is not a proprietary tool, but it's an industry tool that the federal government has approved across the country. And we are just here to educate you on. We are the largest provider of this service in the United States today. And I'm going to share with you how it works, especially for my folks that are in a community solar market. There's 13 markets currently. And so community solar works like this, is that there's solar farms. The federal government allotted money to states. The states got the money, the states took the money, and they built their community solar programs. Community solar simply is a solar farm within 50 miles of where you live. That solar farm produces electricity. That electricity is put onto your utility. And I'm going to use New Jersey as an example. That it's put on a utility at PSE&G or JCP&L. You, as a resident of the state, can now subscribe to get that cheap energy, and you get a credit on your bill every month. In New Jersey, that credit is 20%. of your overall bill every month for 20 years. This is a program that is passed by law in your state. It is not a program that Think Plus created. It is not a program that we can take away. It is a program that your governor approved and funded for anyone in the state of Maryland. Here are the benefits. Community solar is guaranteed a guaranteed savings for 20 years. There is no rooftop required. It's free to enroll. You can cancel at any time, and even renters qualify. What this means is that this has nothing to do with you putting solar panels on the top of your house. You can live in an apartment, a townhome, a condo. You're just subscribing to a solar farm in the state and with the program. And Think Plus is just the aggregator of those. We fill up more solar farms across the country than anybody else for the states. Okay, so the savings is 5 to 25% based on how the state has set up their program. In New Jersey, it's 20%, and in other states, it ranges from 5 to 25%. Here are the current markets for community solar. I'm going to show you here Colorado, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Rhode Island, Virginia, and DC. You see the states where legislation is pending, and you also can see the states that are up next. So, community solar, for every 5 million people on community solar, it saved the United States $1 billion in energy costs. People always ask, well, Julius, will this program continue under the current administration? And I said, well, guys, community solar will, even though there's been cuts to rooftop solar, community solar continues and will continue to grow across the country because it will offset the cost of some of the demand for that you've seen with artificial intelligence and electric cars. So, from a customer standpoint, those are the three programs we offer from a customer perspective. If you're here today, I always say is that if you don't do anything else, go ahead and save money. It's free of charge, and it's something that literally, if you live in a state that is a community solar state or AutoSave state, you're already paying for these programs. Why not save on them? The second part of my presentation is going to specifically be about the ability to earn as an affiliate with us. Now, this is not a requirement. This is just an option for those of you who want to be able to leverage, who wants to be able to leverage what we do and earn a residual income. Me and my wife made the decision to get into this industry because even after building companies and consulting, we realized that there are millions of people that will use electricity every month. They don't need to call me. They don't need to they don't have to I don't have to do a weekly status meeting with them. I don't have to see them every day, but they're going to pay for electricity every month with AutoSave and community solar, and it's going to generate millions of dollars for many people. And so, our platform I shared with you just now, our community is an incredible network of entrepreneurs. Now, on the call, we have Isaac who's launching tonight. We have David who is in Israel, who is building his business here in the United States. And we have other leaders. But we also have an incredible opportunity of how our business works, and I'm going to share that with you now. So to become an affiliate, now an affiliate is someone who pays a yearly fee and gets paid on every customer that they enroll. And also, a customer doesn't pay anything, and a customer can enroll in any of our three programs. But it's $59 for the year. You get your website set up. You get a mobile sharing app that we have that's incredible. You have a back office that calculates every customer and links to you. And we have a marketing center that does all flyers, promotional materials, social media, and it's all for $59 for your first year and then $149 for your following years. Now, it's $59 and there's no monthly fee. There's no hidden fees. People always say, well, Julius, this looks like one of those companies, direct sales companies. And I say, well, look, I think we kind of break the rules. To me, it looks like a traditional business where we got to get customers, and those customers pay a bill they're going to pay for the rest of their life. And then if I choose to build a business, I'm going to build a business either by getting customers or I'm going to build it by building a team that gets customers. But it's my choice, and that is I call that traditional business here in the United States. And so we get paid 9 ways. Okay, I'm going to show you nine. I'm going to show you 4 of those 9 ways, but the foundation is going to be laid with the 4 I shared with you. Okay, so we get paid 9 different ways. And the first way is what we call a customer acquisition bonus. This is paid on every Friday. So you acquire a customer by midnight Friday. The following Friday, you get paid for that customer. Then we have residual income. We pay you on residual. Just like in any business, if you decide to build a team of people, you're going to get paid to 10 levels in your business. If you decide not to build a business, you'll still make residual on your customers, but you'll make that every single month. So there's not a requirement to build a team. But if you do, there's residual 10 levels deep. Then you have a 12 levels of coded pay and rank. Now I'm going to keep this simple. It's if you build somebody and you help them become successful, you get paid on their business all the way up to the level of director. The best way, the biggest part of our compensation is this. In many companies, as an executive, I've been an executive for many companies, you're a part of the executive bonus pool at the end of the year. So many times in big companies, the executives share in the success of the company. Well, we have something called the partner pool. When you hit a certain level in the company, you get a percentage of every customer in the company every single month. So, in addition to your business growing, you get equity in the partner pool, which is paid every month. And that is, those are the different ways we get paid. We have a simple model called 535. 535 is just the foundation of our success system. You acquire 5 customers, you invite 3 people to be energy advisors by showing them this plan, and then you help them get 5 customers. That'll pay you up to $825 on your $59 investment. And at that point, you can decide how far you want to go from there. But when you do that, you're going to rank in promotion, rank in advance. And when you rank up or you step up in a level in our company, we have 9 levels in our business. We pay you every time you promote. The total is $86,000, and that is the total we pay out for rank bonuses. There's no time frame on these bonuses. It is there for you. The moment you sign up with us, there's $86,000 sitting in a bank waiting for you to withdraw it. Okay. So every time you rank promote, every time you take a step, you actually are going to have access to that $86,000, and you earn a portion of it every time you step up through our business. Now, the last two are the most exciting for me because this is why I decided to spend time to get on the phone with you guys and talk to my team all over the country and around the world. It is our residual income pay, because what I realize is that if you look here where it says advisors and customers, you see customers where it says 5 customers, 3 advisors, 15 customers. That's 535, right? If you did 535 in a perfect world to 10 levels, the company would pay you $576,000 every single month, month after month after month. You see electricity band one. Band one is the least amount of money we pay on energy. So if someone lives in a small studio apartment, it would be a band one customer, all the way up to band seven, which is a small business. And so understand that in this model, we're just showing you the least amount of money we pay for a customer. So the average home in the United States needs between $4,000 and $8,000 to not have to work. But what if, we go down to level seven? On level seven, you're a senior director. You're making $10,000 a month every single month on residual income, and that money is being paid month after month after month on customers. If you didn't do anything else, your residual income is going to stay right around $10,000 a month. But if you continue and you continue to do 535 to 10 levels deep, you're going to end up at $576,000. And what I tell people is that this is a perfect model. You're going to have some people, I have people in my team that got 100 customers. They're going to do more than 5. You're going to have some people that get less than 5. You're going to have some people that get 100 advisors instead of 3. Some that get 1. And so I tell people it's going to be different for everyone. But what we're learning is that the average in our company, to every advisor is 9 customers is the average across our company. So even in our model, our current situation as a company is that for every energy advisor, there's 9 customers. And here's the final part, our partner pool, which I talked to you guys about, is in our partner pool, you get paid once you hit the level of partner, our top 3 levels, you get paid a 1% share of a profit pool that's filled every month with every customer in the company. So every customer that comes into the company, they take a percentage of that profit, put in the partner pool, and they split that pool every month with the partners in the company. So 1 share at partner, 2 shares at regional partner, 5 shares at senior partner, and this is income that is willable and sellable for you and your family. Imagine that in addition to what you've built, you're now going to benefit from a pool that's going to be encompassing the hundreds of thousands and millions of customers in our company. And I'm so excited to say that we have 4 partners, and our company's young. We're 2 years old. We have 4 people that have made it to partner. My sponsor, Kirk Haran, his sponsor, John Piontek, Bella Wurzberger out of New Jersey. Kirk and John are out of Florida, and then our founders have made it to senior partner. But I'm just saying that to say how young we are, and that the opportunity is so big right now for all of you, because literally you can build this business in 2 years and build it to partner and have a retirement that is going to take care of you for the rest of your life. Think Local, which is our give back, which I think is the most incredible program because it empowers our communities together. As we gather customers, we actually give money to nonprofits in our community. So New Jersey, Maryland, uh, Colorado, New York. We've had incredible campaigns where for every customer that we gather, we give $10 in community cash that goes into these nonprofits. And so you can actually do a campaign with a nonprofit that you're actually excited about. So these are campaigns that we can launch each month, and that's been something pretty exciting to us. And so um, just as we close out, I just want to give you a snapshot of everything we offer. We went over AutoSave. The market size is over 15 million. That went up last night. We launched a brand new market. Washington D.C. will be coming, so that gives us almost 35 million potential customers with AutoSave. With Think Smart, 26 million potential customers in Texas, and then over 5 million as the industry leader in community solar. And so this is who we are. People will say, well, what do you do? I said, we help a whole lot of people save on something they're going to pay for the rest of their life. And so I'm super excited. I'm glad you guys joined us tonight. Here's a snapshot of our current map so that you can see where we are. We have folks, one of the questions people ask is, can I join if I'm not in one of the states? Yes. David is in Israel. He is not in one of the states. Linda Washington is in Atlanta, Georgia. Some of our top leaders, our 2 top income earners are actually live in Florida, and Florida's not open yet. So you can build this business anywhere, and we believe in having fun. So every 6 months, we actually have a leadership trip where we go somewhere in the world together, and to celebrate you and the leadership of the company, and anybody in the company can win this. And I'm excited that David actually won the trip living in Israel. And so just to show that it's possible no matter where you are. And our company believes in working together. And so as I close out, I'm going to say there's typically, I'll say 2 types of people that look at this. There's folks that just say, Julius, I'm ready to get started. I can't talk to you about $59 because that's just me and my family going to Chick-fil-A. And then some folks are like, look, I got a couple of questions. And I want to get those questions answered tonight, and then what we'll do is we'll go from there. And if tonight you say, hey, look, this is not for me right now, be a customer. Follow up with the person that invited you. Be a customer. The products we have are truly industry changing, and so super excited to have you on. Thank you so much for joining. What I'm going to do is open up for questions now for everyone, and we'll go from there. And so, Isaac, hey, great job doing your next launch. We've done what, 2 in 2 days or 3 days, but great job, my friend.
I had a question. What is your current? Oh wait, I didn't mean to cut you off, Andrew. I hope.
Oh
Wait,
no, that's okay. It's a
you
small
can go
group.
first. You can go first. Courtesy demands it.
Okay, if you say so. Oh good. Thank you. Well, it's nice to see friendly faces here, and I brought a guest, which is fun to do. Thank you for making me look so good, David, and also Julius, of course. So my question is, I learned about ways in which you can help, let's say, religious organizations or groups, maybe the
Yeah.
4-H or whatever. Can you just talk about, let's say we have someone who has a friend who's part of a congregation of 1,000 people. Like,
Yeah.
what are the steps to actually potentially raise funds to help their congregation and also help the person who brings that congregation to Think Plus?
Andrew, great question. I just got the phone with a bishop today who has multiple churches. And what we're going to do is that we're actually going to sign up the church as an energy affiliate, right? And there's a program that I created called Save and Serve. And what it is it's what you just saw, but we actually sign the church up, and then we create a community energy program where the members of the church sign up in the church's program. So all the members save, but then the church actually gets a check every month, a residual every month. And it's something I'm passionate about. I have 9 pastors in my family. My mother was a pastor. And this can be done for nonprofits, for profits. This is groups, right? So when you have groups, but the power of it is that if you want to help organizations continuously have the resources to do what they need to do. Imagine having a nonprofit, Andrew, that has 1,000 members, and those members just sign up to save money. You don't have to ask them for any more money. They can sign up, and then they can go in the community and help families. Imagine that organization getting a check every month for $5,000 because of the residual. And so this is Save and Serve is a program we created and that I created based on that idea because I saw churches struggling. I saw churches not able to do what they could do before the pandemic. And this program, so what we're doing is making the church the affiliate for $59,
Mhm.
but we're creating a community energy program. So what I'm saying is that we're going to let the members understand that when they sign up under the church's website, it's going to generate a residual income for the church every month, and also it's going to generate an initial donation to the church. And then the more people that actually are saving, the more it's helping the organization. And so that is how we do it. And I definitely I used to do this time every Monday. I would do a save and serve presentation because I created a presentation for it. But that is how it works. It's just the organization becomes the affiliate, and then we educate the members so the members can save money through the organization.
Okay, yeah, that was going to be the only other thing. How did they get educated? But that's the nuts and bolts, and we can go into that
Yeah.
another time because there's other questions. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thanks a lot, Andrew. Stephen.
Yeah, so my question was, wait, is there any way you can turn on my camera? It's not letting me do it for some reason.
No, it's not. We're not. I don't think we're blocking people from turning on their
There
camera.
you go. Hello guys, Steven here, reporting live from Round Rock, Texas at your local Starbucks store at 455 University Boulevard. Come catch a coffee with yours truly. Ka-ching! But my question was, what is your currently set strategic goal as far as maybe to get to your next tier partner, and then basically because I'm trying to draw inspiration off of you, like believe it, you can do this. What are the things that you're actively putting into place in order to achieve this?
Um,
Don't mind me
a lot
asking.
of look, I'll tell you, I'm an engineer by education, so I don't believe in motivation. I believe in showing people how to get a return, right? So I'm not saying people don't need to be motivated, but here's what I understand is that I understand that we have a compensation plan that pays 9 ways. Okay. And I understand that no matter where you're at in the country, if you can help somebody one person at a time, you're going to be able to generate uh, that customer is going to be yours for a very long time. So the key is that either you're going to do it one of 2 ways. You're going to be somebody
Wait,
that
also
goes,
you're already at partner, right?
no, I'm not a partner yet,
Okay, okay. How far are
but
you? I feel like you're
but
really close. Like energetically,
let me
something's
finish
telling me
one
you're
second.
so
Let me
close.
finish 1 second,
Sorry.
Stephen. And so my goal is this: is that you can build this one of 2 ways. You can build it by saying, hey, look, through nonprofits and organizations. You can build it by finding leaders that just want to build a business. I find that we have a lot of people in the like Dr. Punjabi that's on from Texas, and David. These are a lot of you guys are professionals already, and so what I try to do is just find professionals and give them the system to build this. Right? It's not, and that they may decide, hey, I got a bunch of professional friends that will get this. Um, and I have some people that go out and get hundreds of customers, Steve. And so you got to find what works for you. But the foundation of the business is there's either a customer you're going to get, or there's going to be a customer that somebody you introduce this to is going to get, and you're going to build an ecosystem of people who are just running towards the same thing. And the excitement is that when you go on a trip every 6 months together, even helping you right now, the Cancun, we have a Cancun trip coming up where people on this call can still win that. But it's like we have people winning it every day. David won the trip to Cancun from Israel. I mean, I want you to think about that. So all of the customers he put in are in our markets, but he literally won the trip in Israel. So the key is duplication and keeping this business as simple as possible. As
Okay.
simple as possible.
Can I just make one quick comment only because David had told me about a amazing training that happened led by Tony Procopia today at 1 p.m. Eastern. It was the most eye-opening thing I've ever seen. People in Texas are being misled. They are being sold these terrible things like free nights and weekends at 25 cents a kilowatt hour. When Dr. Punjabi told me what he's paying all in, I was shocked. It's like 15 cents or something. I pay
Yes.
31 cents now. If you're
Wow.
in Texas, it's unbelievable what you can do because people are being misled. People are, and he explains it. So I would highly recommend watching that video and you'll get energized like I was.
Thank you.
Yes. Texas is a massive, $40 billion market. Anybody in Texas, you guys can go all the way to partner in Texas. You do not need to leave Texas.
Yeah.
You can. It's 26 million potential customers, and I'll tell you, we're so competitive in Texas as far as our value. It's ridiculous. And so, I didn't know we had guests on. Any of the guests have any questions? I just want to make sure. Are there any guests on tonight that have questions?
I believe there are a couple of guests. If the guests want to unmute and just say where they're calling it from, at least.
Yes, Mark
I,
Miller from Indiana,
Nice to meet you,
and
Hey,
Mark.
Mark.
Andrew invited me. Thank you, Andrew. Enjoyed the presentation. I do understand it, and will be looking into it further with Andrew and Dova's help.
Okay, perfect. If I can help in any way, let me know. They can reach out to me.
I have a nonprofit entity. I'll probably like to talk to you as well.
Okay.
And then maybe I had another one. So being engineers, we clearly see the technological advancement behind the infrastructure that he's laid out, right? Like not just in terms of, as you mentioned, creating a system that just sets up for an auto-save process, but even putting the pieces together for an awesome comp plan, right?
Hmm.
From your standpoint and based on your computer engineering skill set, how do you think the next generation technologies and solutions will take the form of provided by the company, right? So he's mentioning solar farms, et cetera, but do you think there will maybe be a water corollary to this, or I don't know, gas corollary to this, based on your experiences and interactions with the CEO?
So we're already looking at autosave is automation, right? We're automatically looking between the utility and our company, which has never been done. No state has allowed a company to build a technology that'll check the price of the utility and then ours, and then automatically switch a customer. It's never been done. But we're gonna do the same thing with gas. So he's already looking at, okay, we're doing electricity now, but how do we do this with gas, right? And then we have our founder, Michael Falquist. Most of you haven't met Phil, who is our president, is a data scientist from Yale. So we're looking at how to use data and automation to continuously give value to the customer. So yes, I do believe over the coming year we will have other ways to help customers guarantee savings, because in the energy industry you've never been able to legally tell somebody you can guarantee a savings. It's never been done.
Yeah.
So So we're going to be using data, and we're going to be using, we're not going to use any gimmicks. You're not going to see us giving away free trips to lower prices. We're not going to do that. We use real data and real technology because AutoSave is proprietary to our company, and Think Smart is proprietary to our company. You're going to see things like that to be able to guarantee deeper savings for customers. And that is what we're a data company that has energy, and we're going to figure out how to help customers all over the country. So
Okay.
yeah, you definitely can count on that. And that's kind of how we're going to build a $5 to $7 billion business.
And then my final question is, I think you mentioned it perfectly. Texas is really an amazing market, just the regulated situation. I, maybe contrary to most of you, was not educated at all on the term. So literally, if I could like share my screenshot, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 tabs open, and stemming from just the Google search keyword deregulated markets, right?
Well,
And
Stephen, what I want to do is that because we have guests on tonight, and this is a call for guests, I want to respect their time. I'm happy to stay on, and we can continue to talk. I just want to
okay.
respect the guests that have come on tonight and make sure that we give them time to ask questions. And then for the advisors, if you guys want to hang around for a little bit longer, I'm happy to do that. But for all of our guests, I want to personally thank you for coming on. And also, if there's follow up, David, Isaac, as well as Andrew and Dr. Punjabi know how to get in touch with me to answer. But I just want to let all my guests know, thank you for your time, and I want to make sure I give you your time back, because that's something really important, and I that's one thing I can't give you back tonight. So I just want to make sure that thank you all my guests for coming. And Isaac, do you want to close us out on the presentation side, just because I know you have folks come in, and David, thank you so much for hosting.
All right. Yitzi, if you'd like to unmute and share any words, you're welcome to do so.
You
You'll,
There we go.
yeah.
You hear me now?
I can
Yeah.
loud and
Yeah.
clear, my friend.
No, I just wanted to thank anyone who came and thank you, Julius, because you're always unbelievable, but especially tonight. Thank you. And I appreciate your time.
No, I appreciate you as well, my friend. I'll send you the video from the yesterday and today, and we'll be doing this again every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:00 p.m. I do this call.
Eastern.
There is also a
Eastern.
corporate call at 8:00 as well. It's just this is our launch call for new advisors to launch their business, and so thank you all for joining.
Pleasure. Thank you.
All right, thanks everybody. I'm gonna hang around for a little bit, and for our advisors who want to stay on and continue to chat. I'm happy to do that.
Wait, wait, has it started yet? I don't want to get in
Yes,
trouble.
if there are any, oh, Julius, do you want to keep the record?